Howling werewolf through the dark, black flapping wings slicing air, Dracula's glare with fiery glare. Graveyard wakes while dead sleep, creaking bones so they creep, miswrapped tight suffocating holes, eyes of red hunting bones. Blah, blah, Dracula scream in this haunted unholy dream, bloodlust sharp as silver knife in this cursed grunge rock life. Blah, blah, Dracula scream in this haunting unholy dream, bloodlust sharp as silver knife in this cursed grunge rock life.
As they hunt for crimson feast, deadly shadows from the east, blood moon casting deadly light in this hollow spooky night.
Echoes dance through cobblestone, silent whispers, omens groan,
Shrieking winds, voices lost, in this night we pay the cost. Haunted souls break the dark, breathing fear dread leaves a mark. Monsters I see through the lies as the dread moon rise. Dracula scream in this haunted unholy dream, bloodlust sharp as silver knife in this cursed grunge rock life. Wolves, they hunt for crimson feast, deadly shadows from the east, blood moon casting deadly light in this cursed grunge rock life. Wolves, they hunt for crimson feast, deadly shadows from the east, blood moon casting deadly light in this hallowed spooky night. Echoes dance through cobblestone, silent whispers, omens groan, shrieking winds, voices lost, in this night we pay the cost. Haunted souls brave the dark, breathing fear tread leaves a mark. Monsters I see through the lies
as the dreaded moon rise.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. As usual, just a few minor technical complications. My bad. I should check when I start everything up that everything finds each other. It sometimes doesn't. Well, that screws up the intro. Thanks for showing up. My name is Dave. April Ghouls, everybody. Merry April Ghouls. I was thinking about it on my ride home. Is it Happy April Ghouls or Merry April Ghouls? And I think it should be Merry. To me, happy is something you can be, but you're not necessarily spreading around. I say merriment, being merry, is trying to get other people amped up with you. Like you can be happy and just be happy with yourself.
Yeah, so, but
If you
then,
have Merry Christmas, lots of people, happy birthday, just you, keep it to yourself.
you say Happy Halloween.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We've got Halloween for Happy Halloween. I think for April Ghouls, it should be a Merry April Ghouls. Type of Juan in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. This matters. In studio, of course, my co-host and producer, Krista.
Hi.
I said this is FFOP Radio already?
Yeah.
If I didn't,
You're Dave.
I'm Dave. Here we are. Glad to be here. Let's make sure that, I make sure. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
Yeah, he's playing it from your channel. He didn't download the video.
I can't. If it's on YouTube, I can't, I won't let me download it. I don't have a premium subscription. It's just the way it goes. But anyway, yeah, I'll work on the technical glitches later. I knew I was going to have some issue because I was messing with other computers. Anyway, what do we have for you tonight, you're asking? Well, lots of spooky things. One little thing, and then we'll have a chunk of the other stuff. Full of shit, April stools. How dare you? Let's not sully. I'm trying to make Halloween a part of us all. A part of us all. A part of us all. I don't need the disparagement. Oh, yeah.
It's now in the bedroom.
Oh, it fell down. Oh,
It fell down. And then David's going to pull all the stuff off the desk.
my bad. I'm glad you noticed that because I was like, huh? It just fell. My kid plays around back here, so it's hard to keep everything in the right places.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have I got for you? Well, the first one is I mislabeled it in the description, and I'm not changing it. It's about having a Halloween party or how to host a Halloween party from 1953 from the Encyclopedia Britannica Films aspect of that company. So what are we going to learn? I don't know. This was given to us by FDO, basically, who does all the heavy lifting on this channel nowadays. So thank you for that. We're probably going to learn how to host a Halloween party, but here's the thing. Halloween sort of lends itself naturally to those like a duck to water, right? Some people will just never get poetry. Some people will never get jazz. Some people will never get a lot of stuff. However, I don't know.
The end. Moving on.
The end. Halloween, you just have to. It's either there or it's not. Like, you can learn to be a good baseball player. You could learn to paint well, like with practice. I don't know if you can learn to be good at Halloweening. Like, if someone was like, hey, put together a Halloween party, I would do a good job. Would yours be scary? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't do a very good job, I don't
think. It would be terrible. Let's be honest with each other. Mine would be great and yours would be bad.
If I threw a Christmas party, it'd be baller. If David threw one, it wouldn't be as good.
It would be trash because there would be Halloween decorations. It would be like trick-or-treating. I'm not worried about Christmas or any other holiday aside from Halloween. That's why we have April Ghouls.
Isn't there a video like MST3K or something does a video or somebody about like hosting a party or inviting people to a party and all that? Like that was
Red Letter Media.
Or Red Letter Media. Okay.
Yeah, because somebody.
Who did I say? Sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's fine either way because it's from one of those genres.
I wonder if it's something like that where it's like.
Well, no, the one that I see. Mr. Yabo sent me that too, and I had a little trepidation about playing it in full. So maybe we'll do it one day, maybe not. But yeah, I don't know. And it's also going to be from again 1953. So what kind of? Yeah, the Malcolm Jamal Warner one. Yeah, you got it, Jameson. So I don't know what 1953 Halloween party look like. Will it be a sex party? Right? It's England. Everybody's buttoned down, so maybe they're gonna like have a key party for the season. Anyway, let's see what's up. Different Ed Fleischer cartoon. Doesn't this right off the bat feel like something that Pee-wee's Playhouse would show you? Like just as filler shit? Sometimes they'd show you like personal hygiene videos from the 50s or like manners or whatever. This feels like the king of cartoons or Cowboy Curtis would have been like jaw-jacking with Pee-wee for a minute. And he goes, we'll be right back after this educational short film.
Before the C word pops up.
Oh, instantly. That's the secret password to get in the club.
It is night. It's for Halloween. Makes noise.
Oh, God.
But there is a tap at the window.
Oh, no. They're one of those families that make their kids make their own Halloween
Yeah,
costumes.
he's got a bag on
Just
his head.
Rocking a bag cat head. Oh,
Perfect.
Ugh. Yeah, this is what we're going to be learning, guys.
No one there. Again at the other.
No English accent, soy brother? No English. So it's probably an American film just produced by the British?
Yeah.
I mean, Britannica, like, is that a misnomer? Is that owned by an American company? I feel like that'd be crazy, right?
Window. But no one is there either.
Oi, brother! It's a ghost.
Y'all are getting murdered.
Surprise, surprise.
It's a
It is
murderer.
Father
It looks
with
like Dad brought home 1,000,000 breadsticks. Where'd they all go?
Yeah,
pumpkins,
he's
Indian
dropping them on the
corn and
floor.
straw. Everything we need for Halloween decoration.
There they are.
Oh, it's corn straw. Lame. They're making
Julie
No,
wants to
it's
know
like a
what the
harvest
straw is
Halloween
for.
party.
either that or they're stuffing a jack-o'-lantern scarecrow.
For the roses with it.
With like 4 stalks.
Franz Kafka, the dad.
Warm during the winter. The whole family is getting ready to make the jack-o'-lantern. Peter has finished his cat mask. And
Oh, it's the
Julie
mutated
brings
flower from
paper
Team
to
D2,
keep table
yeah.
away.
TGRI?
Now we're back and we are all together.
Well, this is a rough transfer. But it's for the
Uh-oh.
50s.
What is Peter up to?
Ugh. He's wearing his dumbass cat bag again. He wears it all year, like outside of Halloween. He's just cat bag Peter. 1911?
Trying to
Oh my God. What is going on with this?
We've seen this before.
What?
We've seen this before.
No way, bro. Let me see if I can mess with the settings.
We may not have done a stream on it, but we've seen this before. Somewhere.
I don't know.
like to be teased. I'm sure Peter wouldn't like
Did
someone to tease.
MST3K cover this at all? Because then I definitely would have seen it. Or maybe it was a cinematic Titanic, if you remember those.
Father has a pump out and is working on the face. Shep wants to know what this is all about.
What's going on over here? I'm a dog.
And
Ooh,
in
how?
goes his nose.
Oh, what a stupid dog. God damn, look, you're ruining Halloween. It's the 50s.
Hey, from here, says Father. Oh,
Is this giving anybody else like Manos, the Hands of Fate vibes? Like,
Kinda.
this is obviously shot without sound, so she has to like basically do live commentary a la like Mike Son loves soapbox races. Guy who does that, it took me forever to realize he was by himself. He has so much energy. You know, and then here we are with this bullshit.
Right.
It's like, get out of here, champers. No pumpkin for you. And I'm like, oh God, this was vamping in the 50s.
Yeah. This
very
type of
sad-
like video kind of reminds me of that egg one. Egg, eggy, eggy, egg, egg.
Yeah, I love that one though because it's good. Like it's
Oh yeah,
puppetry.
but
it's
like
finest.
it's old and like the colors and stuff like
Yeah, I mean they're all going to be washed
muted
out.
and yeah.
Film stock.
sad, sorry, spooky-looking jack-o'-lantern.
Sorry,
Spooky.
sack of shit.
It's got eyebrows. What?
They're all having
Now
strokes.
comes
It's
there's a gas leak in their house.
Let's go throw this at some poor children. He's carrying it like he's
It's,
afraid of it, like it's a baby or something.
it's like howdy doody kid. Yeah.
Anybody spooked out yet?
And Shep does
They
not...
brought in 3 pumpkins. It took them like from when the dad got home to like it looks like midnight. Look how dark it is outside.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, kids, only one jack-o'-lantern this year. We'll try maybe shooting a couple days earlier. Now we got 2 pumpkins to do something with, and they left the top off. Why? What's up with that?
like the jack-o'-lantern with a lighted candle in it.
Oh, this was the 3rd attempt, maybe. Okay, so yeah, the other 2 were just like the dad got frustrated. He lifted him up over his head. He threw him on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
So there's just pieces all over the kitchen, and like this is when like dad's had, I don't know, 3 or 4 like rum and cokes, and he's
Right.
finally like loosening up, and his like comb over is like fluttering around, and the wife is like, finally, he's relaxed.
This is an angry dog all the time.
Lights on. Everybody laughs at Shep.
Oh, Shep.
But
You
now,
idiot! You were growling at the back of a pumpkin. You couldn't even see the scary face, Shep. Who trained this dog? Whose crazy's called?
bedtime. Tomorrow
Brick's
is
hiding under the bed.
Halloween.
What, bees, careful. There's monsters under there.
Ooh.
You ever seen Insidious? I did. Unrelated question.
But for Shep, the scary part of Halloween has already
The
begun.
diarrhea is going to get from all the chocolate he eats after he breaks into Junior's bag.
All night he watches a sad, sorry, spooky jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, it's a new candle now and then. Wait!
The next day is a
Wow, he
dull
stayed
one
really
for
still.
Shep.
Yeah.
Mother is gone to school to bring Julie and Peter home for lunch, and Father is at work.
What?
And the jack-o'-lantern is not scary in the daytime.
It's just a pumpkin,
It's
man.
also
Like,
not
the dog
there.
won't be able to smell. It's just a He's not scared of the stupid cat bag.
He was. He
equally-
didn't like the cat bag. He growled. He did. He
Where's
made the same
Peter's
face.
I got a
Before.
special dog.
Pete Shep with that.
Time to kill the cat.
And so Shep tears the scary mask apart.
And Shep
Yeah, look
shits
at
in their shoes as revenge for laughing at
There's
them.
the outside door.
He's so vicious against that cat bag.
Fuck your
Look at
bag.
him go. I'd hate to see a wayward criminal or like a Christopher Lloyd style Dennis the Menace bum break into this house. We'll never get out alive.
Huh?
Peter sees
Oh, we have to
his
go over there
mask,
now?
Oh no,
or what is
my
left of it.
bag.
And there's
I worked
no
on this
time to
for
make a new
weeks.
one,
Mom,
because
I need
the
a
costume
bag.
parade
Don't even care about it.
is right after lunch.
Oh no, the bag gets slightly ripped. And where else are we going to get another bag and 6 more pipe cleaners?
Good thing Dad brought one home yesterday, didn't
There's
he?
only 72 hours before Halloween. That's not enough time to gather the supplies or recreate this magnificent piece of art. Maybe next time don't smear chicken liver inside of it.
But Mother is sure
Yeah, if your
there
dog starts attacking your bag mask, it might have rabies, so look out.
is some way to get Peter a new
She
costume.
looks like a gypsy.
Now let's
You know,
see.
tell somebody's
There's
fortune.
a needle and
Turn him
thread.
into a wolf.
Oh, Shep, you're such a bad dog. Now Peter won't have a
They had
chance
to
to win the
refinance their
prize
home for
the
that
best
paper bag because it's
costume.
post World War II.
Like, it's just leave it on the floor. Where's my trad wife action? Hello, lady. Like, before picking up the coat, pick up the garbage. Your husband's going to be home any minute. He's going to need that martini.
Yeah, where's his cocktail?
Yep, there she goes
Mother
again.
tells Peter that she has an idea.
Let's pick up the bag first.
Peter, get the rag bag. Julie,
Get the
run
bag
upstairs
rag.
and get my makeup box. Now the Mexican hat.
Racist.
Now,
That
only
isn't even a Mexican hat. That looks like a Jamaican. Whatever.
Like a straw hat?
Yeah.
half an hour left.
I mean, I've seen them associated with both cultures, so maybe they share dual. You know.
A long leg.
Get rid of Shep. Yeah, that's the last straw. That's the last paper bag mask you're ever going to destroy. And they sent him off to the glue factory. Caribbean, Jamaica. Isn't Jamaica in the Caribbean? I'm ignorant of geography. Boo, Mom. Do you think most ghosts have like this
Yeah.
flowery of prints on them? Oh, he's a clown ghost.
And now,
Holy Lord. Thanks,
and
Mom.
last, the straw hat.
So instead of a cat, which you wanted to be, you are now, drumroll,
This.
what is that?
What a fine costume parade with Mother, Julie, and Shep watching.
That's
All
a
the
parade?
kids confused by Peter's costume.
They're running in circles. How is that a parade?
What do you want him to walk down
Peter's-
Main Street? It's 1 second graders class. Oh, where's the brass section? Is there Sweet Victory at the end?
Lady Scarecrow is the
Look at
best.
that. Look at
He's
what
so
is he? He's
funny
like
and
this
so different.
flapping
The
weirdo.
first prize for Peter is a box of balloons.
What?
And Peter calls all the other children
Number
to
1, first prize for Peter. Number 2, first prize was a box of balloons.
And who's judging this? His mother, who is obviously
Oh, hey,
biased.
good news. I keep wanting to call him Shep, but that's the dog. What's his name? Peter? Good news, Peter. You won because I made your costume. Aren't
Yeah.
you glad that the dog tore up your bag mask? Lazy ass family.
share his prize. Balloons for everyone.
Yeah, what's he gonna do with all
Everyone-
those
Balloons for all of my people. He's got a racist accent and he's throwing him in the air with his Mexican hat. It's insane.
Blows up a balloon.
And then one blows up the school.
Black balloons.
And then,
Shep, where did all these big, like, sword balloons come from? Oh, that kid was wearing blackface.
Shep is happy that he helped Peter win.
Oh,
Peter is
Lord.
very happy. Yes, Halloween is fun.
Thanks for
I thought she was
the balloons, Mom.
I thought he was hugging like a bear.
Yeah, he was hugging Sister Beach from the Nicolas Cage classic, The Wicker Man. Sister Beach! And then Nicolas Cage comes and punches her right after that, and he has to watch the whole thing in living color. All right, guys. So there you go. Did that teach you how to... No, it didn't, did it? There was no party involved. It was just like, hey, if the dog tears up your crappy homemade costume, make it even crappier homemade costume.
Yeah.
Because remember, the cat costume was homemade as well. It's not like they spent 20 pounds, brother, down at the
And it
whatever.
was just him that had a costume. The girl didn't even have anything.
Well, they couldn't afford it. They went down to the costumier, and he goes, I got a black shirt and a paper bag you can draw a cat face on. And they go, oh, hey, brother, it's a dream come true. And then the dog, that racist dog, just slightly crumples his mask. Down the drain.
P.S. That's not how to throw a party either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't learn a thing. We learned how to show up at a party when your dog destroys.
No, we learned how to dress a kid up in a weird costume and send him to school.
Yeah, and then you went to the parade, and that qualifies as a party. So when you get to a party, no, here's the thing. You're just missing a lot of the finer points.
Get a
Things
dog.
can happen before a party. Get that shit straightened. Then when you show up, organize a parade in which you and between 8 and 12 other people march in a circle for the approval of at most 3 other living individuals.
And a dog.
Yeah, get that dog too. He's an integral part of this equation. I was going to say aquarium.
Integral part of this aquarium.
There you go, guys. Now, it's sad to say, but I feel like we've gone through every bit of Halloween training material available on the internet to date. We did all 3. So, the end of an era.
The end.
R.I.P. Gone but not forgotten. The days when we had training videos about Halloween. I guess because it probably just boils down to the fact that every Halloween we had a zillion PSAs being like, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah.
Get this
and
flashlight.
or like McDonald's would be like, hey, tape garbage to your costume and really
Yeah.
aesthetic and look like a trash or a garbage pail kid rather. A trash panda. No thanks. So yeah, that's probably why we never got any like full length or even like 20-minute anythings. Because they go, well, we'll just we get government money. There was probably no money in selling VHS cassette tapes, but like there are other things like Red Letter Media has taught us that, like Stranger Danger or whatever. Why not Halloween? It's April Ghouls.
Maybe we
right?
should make a training video on how to throw a Halloween party for the.
Where do I have that money? Like that's like VHS cassette tape money. That's production value that we do not have.
Hi, Ryan.
No fucking way. Shot at a 4:3 aspect ratio because we would have to with VHS. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I thought we would learn how to party like the Vanga boys, and there were girls on that bus too. Taught us, but now we're just gonna roll on into some classic Halloween commercials, as we love to do. So let's go.
First, there was Halloween. Then
Then it
the
was
terror
2.
continued
Then
with
it was 3.
Halloween 2.
Right.
Now,
And then H2O.
Halloween 3.
The one
The
everybody
night no one
hates.
comes home.
I enjoyed this one the most personally. I was just thinking it's Aquarian, but what's the other thing? You're against it?
Halloween 3.
Devil's advocate sort of
Season
guy?
the Witch.
What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Rated R.
Silver
Starts
Shamrock,
Friday
bang
at a
it.
theater near you. Check newspapers.
Bro? Are you okay, bro?
Bro.
One man's joke becomes
It's another
everyone's
man's
nightmare.
Schlesinger?
Saw to a very nasty trick. For the first time on TV, Halloween 3, The Night.
Stop it! Yeah.
Late night Saturday.
You don't really know much about
God damn, this is
Halloween.
like a power hour.
Jeez.
Not that I'm complaining when I'm seeing Tom Atkins here. If you guys are into, like, you know, straddling the line between A and B grade horror movies, arguably at least, check out Night of the Creeps. One of my favorite. It has Tom Atkins in it. He's always getting phone calls on wired landlines and out in places, and he always answers the phone. Thrill me.
Craft. The last 2,000 years ago when the hills ran red. Halloween. The dead might be looking in. Stop it! The world's going to change tonight, Doctor. Happy Halloween.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Oh, what's that?
The
You're a
night
crazy
no
person
one
just
comes
calling
home.
us? Yeah, of
Rated
course we'll
R.
shut down all the commercials.
Starts Friday.
Okay.
Did I scare you? Well, if you really want to be frightened, call me at 1-900-909-3344. I'll tell you a different spooky story every day. When you call, you'll find out how to get one of these gruesome little waffy creatures and part of...
How terrible those are. Do you guys ever do like school sales ladder day, like from junior high beyond? I remember my junior high, they tried getting us to sell, I forget, was it magazines or cookie dough or some other stupid bullshit. But you were trying to, like, if you were good at sales or you recommended kids who were being good or doing good or whatever, you would receive fuzzies, soft form fuzzies. And so there were different colors, and each color had like a specific, like the brown one was a dog that was a browser. The web crawler was, again, the internet was a brand new thing. We were all very excited about it. So a lot of them were internet based. But like, this sort of cheesy bullshit, and we went gaga for it. Like, people would stick them all over their backpacks and stuff to show, like, because you could, it felt like there was a cabal of nepotism though, because if you had a big enough social clique, you could just recommend each other and all have a million fucking puff-balls and not sell a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt ripped off. But I was, I was one of the cooler kids who wasn't oversaturating the market with myself. Modest I was.
Out of your $2.35 2-minute call, we'll go to Special Olympics. So get your parents' permission.
It's been 2 minutes. Bye. I hope they did that, because, like, what if you just left your kid on there and he was, like, waiting? They're charging you $2.95 every additional minute?
Oh, my God.
And call me at 1-900-909-3344, unless you're afraid
That's
of
a bad
monsters,
precedent for the
vampires, and
future.
ghosts.
By the grace of God, I didn't turn into a Halloween pervert.
Monday, it's Halloween bloopers with Elvira, a practical joke of the girls from Gimme a Break, and a trick-or-treat dance with the Three Stooges. Monday.
The Curly Shuffle was so fucking cringy. I feel like all of the songs that came out of that sort of genre, so all like rapping Ronnie Reagan and the Curly Shuffle and all these other, like, even like the Lurch song, like Do the Lurch, even though that was like right at the time. So fucking annoying. I found all that shit to be like so cringe. I had to like play along. Sometimes it's like when you have too many people around who keep quoting Monty Python, it just saturates the cringe factor.
Yeah.
Like some here or there I'll abide by. Rate it in though.
Hallmark's ready for Halloween, and you know, it's the strangest thing. Everybody's wild about new scratch and sniff stickers in special trick-or-treat packages, and they're dying to take home these...
I mean, they'd probably love candy better. Like, again, not to, beat a dead horse, but it's a Halloween tradition. Think about stickers and shit. I realize, the economy. In this economy, but stickers...
pumpkin beanbags, and these party decorations are so popular, they seem to just disappear. So come to Hallmark, the Halloween store. We're waiting for you.
And pay an insane amount of money for shit that you'll throw away.
Halloween doesn't have an edge. Like, it's a soft, toothless grandma store. So, like, anytime they try to lean into anything, like when not Halloween, but like when Valentine's Day would come around, they try to lean into the sexiness of it all. I go, it's Hallmark.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, it's like as disgusting as it is trying to like sexualize your grandmother. You just can't do it. Like it's Hallmark.
Yeah.
Hallmark presents Halloween.
I don't know. Like, Carlos, what's his nuts? Not for nothing. Every time he comes up in casual conversation or not, it always reminds me of his stint on Reno 911. Great show, because I love when Dangle, one of the first episodes I ever saw, Dangle showing up, get his new like white ostrich skin cowboy boots with his tight ass shorts. He's like jumping around a little bit like a ski bunny in the parking lot. He's like, oh, I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. New boot goofing became like a catchphrase for me, like in a big way for like years after that.
Like, I can see that.
I'm just new boot goofing, you know?
Never seen it before. Hallmark.
Yeah, Jameson knows it's new boot
Where actual
goofing.
costume
Like
accessories
the Scoot and Boogie.
create a spectacle beyond belief. Above your head. Try on glowing
Terrifying T-shirts.
Shake in your
Vinyl smocks and uncomfortable masks that'll basically shatter and cut you up pretty bad.
everything to let the ghoul times roll is at Hallmark's
Yeah, it
Ghoul
was the
Bazaar.
voice
Now
of
playing
Rock.
in store near
He did
you.
a zillion things.
Halloween's coming. What are you going to do about it?
What? Oh, yeah, spooky, right, guys? They're really leaning into it. They couldn't do the scary. Let's do the zany, because everyone has a zany Halloween. Here's what I don't like about people who don't take Halloween seriously. Whatever. If you're in college, get all the slutty nurses and Marios and Luigis that you want. Like, I feel like it's going to fuel a dark sexual path that you don't necessarily want to step foot on in the first place. But you do you, right? I'm not going to, whatever. Again, it all comes with an asterisk if you do you. But, like, Halloween is, like, too... I don't know, because, like... Maybe I'll liken it to this because it's an easy touchstone now. Everywhere I go, I see ages of 10 to 40 dressing like as if there were no constraints socially or whatever.
Yeah.
So like a dude can roll around, in a full-blown evening dress, or like kids can wear Spider-Man costumes, or like the crazy nerd can dress like an anime person with big, like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII hair or whatever. So it feels like all that's out the window. And for a guy like me who doesn't like let my free flag fly all the time, Halloween is that special time when you can step into somebody else's skin and be a character and not just be a fucking mopey dick. Just be yourself in like flashy, expensive clothes. And also jump into the character a little bit, right? Even if you're whatever, you're going to be sexy Luigi, give me some like something. That's all I'm saying. Like, the problem with Halloween is everybody gets into Christmas, and I don't know why. Everybody wants to sing carols and do bullshit like that. But no one wants to, like, get in a nice, proper, scary costume. They just want to get shit-faced, like, on a weeknight, basically, because that's what usually happens. The Halloween parties you go to, especially as an adult, where, no party games. Where are they all gone, That's what I'm saying. Keep it serious. If you're going to do it, do it.
I mean, the last few years that we've dressed up, we haven't dressed up scary. We've been Casey Jones in April.
Right, but that's authenticism. I'm not saying you necessarily have to be scary, but you have to I'm not saying scary, but take it seriously.
Okay. Yeah.
When you get into it, don't buy the equivalent of the dime store
right
vinyl sheets, like those costumes in a bag at Spirit Megastore or whatever. Like, give me a little oomph, right? Go to a party that I'm not going to be invited to. I hate going into a party standing next to fucking Blue the Raptor from the bag and it's still all creased as fuck while I'm like in a perfect sailor outfit from like the 60s. Just makes me feel a little... I don't know.
Dave at Halloween. Look at my tail, guys. You like it? It's secured tightly. Wink.
It's got to include unibrow. Not for nothing. I haven't seen a butt plug on my Facebook feed in like a week. So, from your
Let me tell you.
God's ears, James.
I know nobody wants to hear this, but
Everybody's getting infected from my feed.
I've been reading, nobody here, I'm sure, read this, but the Anne Rice's trilogy of her Sleeping Beauty erotic romance books.
Surely you guys have
type
read
a
all
one in the
those.
chat if you've read it.
Ryan,
But
Ryan's got them on his bookshelf right now.
oh my God. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not what I started reading. And the more there's more things going up people's asses in this book that I have ever read in an erotic book in my life.
That's a totally separate issue from Halloween.
I know, but it reminded me of that.
Quickly, I feel like when there are so many flavors of sex pervert, it would be like walking into a Baskin Robbins, like closing your eyes and pointing at a sealed container and hoping it's a flavor you like.
I guess I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. But it's crazy.
Right. When I picked up the Whimsical Clavicle to read, for whatever, I wasn't expecting like a skeleton who essentially acts like this is way far off, like what we're doing.
Well, there was a skeleton Halloween.
Whoa, boo! So like the Whimsical Clavicle, the skeleton like had zero sexual proclivities. I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. He was more like Data, like he had zero whatever because he was just bones. And like some magical bullshit turned him into a human. And one of the party members he was with, because that's how D&D style bullshit happens. You have a party of 8 or 10 people. It's like, you want to bang? And they go, sure. And there's a cat there, and he goes, meow. And like, whatever. I don't know. It was fucking terrible.
So I got these books that I read.
Yeah, there's books that I read. These magazines, if you will.
He was boning.
Hated it.
Whether you do a little or a lot, be an original this Halloween and find yourself at Hallmark.
Look at my shirt.
This is my costume. Don't be one of those people. Don't be a fucking like day drinking wine mom or wine grandma.
Yeah.
And like show up someplace with like a quirky saying on your hat or your shirt and be like, I showed up like this. Happy Halloween, bitch. Or something stupid along those lines. Fuck you, man. Just stay home or just dress normally. Don't cheapen my holiday. Fucking people are always up and up. People are like taking Christ out of Christmas or changing this or that. Don't fuck up my Halloween. Christians got their thing. Us pagans got to have something to stick on.
I'm kind of looking forward to Halloween up at the shop.
It's going to be spooky as hell.
Fading Hallmark stores. Get your hands on the spooky sounds tape, full of creepy sounds
Was it
and
the one they
Halloween
tracked?
theme songs. $1.95 with any $5 Hallmark purchase. Only at participating Hallmark stores. It's a scream.
Trick or treat.
Don't you get tricked. Have a treat.
Get
ready for the adventure and excitement in the Peanuts Classic. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, next.
Dear Great Pumpkin,
Hard
I'm
pass
looking
on that.
forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back.
I tried so hard to learn how to play this on piano. It was very difficult.
I tried so hard to learn why there was ever a Great Pumpkin myth. Was it original to this? What does it do? Rise from the Pumpkin? I don't even care. I've seen that show, this special rather, zillion times. I keep going, what the fuck, Goober? What does it do? It's not Santa. It's no presents. You get the candy from everybody else. What's the Great Pumpkin doing here?
Halloween special filled with ghosts. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Yes, clean the heads of your VCR.
It's a night of spooky surprises.
Oh, Halloween.
For America's favorite fat cat. Don't bat your eyes. Garfield's Adventure will have you shaking in your boots Monday.
One of the best Halloween specials ever.
That's when we can all go trick-or-treating. I'm going dressed as a cat. There are some important things to remember about trick-or-treating.
Another poor family. We got it's like a paper burger hat with like his mom's like Christmas shirt, like she wore to like the dad's work party once. Oh, it looks kind of like a sailor. This is like construction paper. Like they borrowed this hat from the landscaper. Look how big her bow tie is. This is a weird place. Look, he's got his Halloween treat bag is like a red.
It's a gift bag.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest version of like a Christmas bag you get at Target.
Yeah.
No branding, no figures, no colors, just red.
Just leftover Valentine's Day
Trick
bag.
or treat. I am a cow person.
Have a happy Halloween. First, go trick-or-treating while it's still light. Take
No.
a flashlight and wear reflective strips on your costume just in case you get back home a little late. If you wear a mask
Just in
instead of
case.
costume makeup, be sure you can see clearly at all times. Wear a
Yeah, don't wear a
light-colored
blindfold,
costume,
you idiots.
short enough so you won't trip. Stay in your own neighborhood and
Stay
visit
in your
only
own
the
lane.
homes of people you know. Accept only wrapped or packaged candy and have mom or dad.
Bull to the shit, man. Could you imagine how lame? God forgive me for bringing up your poor childhood. This wasn't you, Krista. But like, how can you not just be let loose? Like you had until they stopped handing out the candy. What kind of lame-ass existence would you lead if it was like, okay, it's 4:30, and here in Arizona, it'd still be like, I don't know, 96 degrees out. So you sweat all your makeup off. The sun goes down, I don't know, half an hour to 45 minutes later, whatever. You go, okay, cool. You got 8 pieces of candy. You're dehydrated. Your makeup's ruined the costume, so we're going to have to throw that away. Was it worth it? No, just wait till it's like dark, cool.
We would go out in like dusk. Like it would be dark. The kids in the neighborhood would be out doing this, but I would always be with my parents. We'd go to like 4 streets in our neighborhood, but then after that we would drive to my grandparents' house where they would have a basket of candy for me already made, and then we'd walk a street
lame
there.
As hell. Like this. Maybe it's just my millennial work ethic, right? Like the Gen Xers, or not, what is it? Yeah, Gen Xers. They're the ones who are always fucking so vocal about how tough they are. And my millennial work ethic was such that I needed to run around for miles to feel good about it. Like if I walked out of the house dressed in my costume, I ran around in a circle 3 times and they go, congratulations, candy. I would go like, well, what the fuck? You have to like sleep deprive yourself. You have to like work. You have to run your ass off because each house, you don't know how long it's going to take for them to come and give you the candy. So you're running in between to cut down on that time. You don't want to spend too much time, like, because some houses will blow out the front yard, right? They'll have like a full insane asylum or haunted house or whatever, and you want to like stand and gawk. But that's not what it's about, because that's easily 10, 15 days in advance. So if you've missed it, it's your fuck up. Halloween is not the time to be like, oh, you get on that shit. Candy.
Look at your treats before you eat any of them. Hey, watch it. There's a cat here.
Oh, yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself also.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me. Be sure to watch the traffic. Follow Garfield's safety tips and you'll enjoy
Or don't.
Halloween. I'm going to get ready to go trick-or-treating right now.
Since it's noon.
Well, after I take a nap.
A Halloween safety message from the National Safety Council.
I mean, Garfield himself in his famous Halloween special, like they went out. I mean, the sun was down, like it was set.
Yeah.
There was still a little color in the sky, but come on.
Are you ready to get scared out of your wits?
Hello, Halloween.
But don't worry, it's a good kind of scary with America's favorite fat cat.
I'm no scaredy cat.
It's funny scary on the Emmy-winning Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Then,
I hear the Great Pumpkin.
a very spooky special, the Halloween classic. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Right.
I'll say, in whatever, you can, preferences be as they may. I'll tell you the watermark that I need it to pass for me to be a good Halloween special is it has to scare me at least a little bit. I was never, ever, ever at any age scared by the Charlie Brown, you're a great pumpkin now, so come on down and have a seat with Chris Hansen. The Garfield Halloween special, to this day, still creeps me out. Like, depending on the transfer, those ghosts are pretty spooky if you can see them. But on top of that, the old 110-year-old cabin boy who's been hanging out watching the treasure freaks me out every time. And I'm a goddamn man.
I just had the greatest idea. Let's spend the night in a fun house.
In a werewolf mansion.
Something is alive in the fun house. Something deadly. Something
it's a trouser snake.
I don't know what that thing is.
Something that tonight will turn the fun house into a carnival of terror. The fun house, rated R, starts Friday at a theater near you.
We're looking at the lyrics.
Welcome to the world of terror.
Okay.
When I'm not busy embalming bodies, which isn't often, I like to relax with some good family reading.
Okay, so yeah, this is a Fangoria commercial. I know we've seen this commercial before, but I couldn't remember what it was for at first. And I was hoping he'd be like, the Auric Upright Excel was, whatever.
Let me introduce you to my personal library of Fangoria, the leader
Keep it just
in
Lucy.
horror entertainment. What a fascinatingly hideous cover of Freddy Krueger. And devilishly candid reviews of the latest horror videos. And gloriously bloody color photos from the newest Friday the 13th.
Not the tall man, the thin man. No, it is the tall man. The thin man was the detective from the 30s. Sorry.
They're all here in Fangoria. Can I persuade you to subscribe?
Come on down to Phantasm. Here's a terrible
This is
effect.
Tango editor
Whoa,
Tony
that sucked.
Tufone asking you to enter the world of Fangoria.
Only $12.49.
Only $12.49 for a special 6-month video subscription.
6 months? Why not do the whole year? P.S. Like, why not do the whole year? Why would a magazine offer you 6 months at a whack? Just do the whole year.
Check our money order to Fangoria Magazine, 475 Park Avenue South, New York, 10016.
Oh, let the dead body.
Hold on to your seat, because it's
what?
that time of year. Time to say,
Hey, hey, hey! It's the Fat Albert Halloween special!
And the climax of the Fright Night festivities will be two.
Someone say climax? Cosby.
Get you know who?
it's the Halloween scene with the Cosby Kids.
So don't miss the Fat Albert Halloween special right here.
Don't miss the fun today at 4 here on WD.
This is another like beautiful case in point of like leaning into the holiday but not being scary. Fat Albert, not scary. Like the Halloween tree, that was pretty good. Like it spooked me out as a kid. I haven't revisited it in a while, so I don't know what it would do to me now. But it was scary then, but it wasn't unattached to any property, so it never was on my radar heavily as a special. I'm trying to think of, because like even the Roseanne ones, I know she comes up a lot of this show.
Yeah.
Like the Roseanne, because they really did it to the nines. Like there would always be something that would scare me a little bit. I keep my age, keeping that in mind at the time. I was still single digits when that shit was happening, I believe. So today I'd probably be less scared, but that's where the watermark goes. So if you're going to be one of those like Peanuts or Fat Albert or whatever your special du jour may be, where you go, that's the better Halloween special. I go, does it scare you? And what's the reason for the season? It's being spooked out. So if it can't do that, it goes to the bottom of the list. Like Land Before Time 17. You go, shouldn't you guys be grown up by now?
DCL Channel 39.
Stephen King, author of Carrie said, Evil Dead is the most ferociously original horror film of the year. If you think he's kidding, see for yourself.
If you think he's kidding, ask him about you ever see that weird interview where like he was talking about his like lizard skin boots that like move around his house and he has the heart of a child in like a jar under his bed or some shit?
What?
Yeah, that's what. Hey, think he's kidding? Ask him about his boots and that kid's heart. He's a real kidder, that Stephen King. Real jokester. Stand-up comedy or horror writing. Flip the coin.
Evil Dead. They got up on the wrong side of the grave. Evil Dead from New Line Cinema.
Starts tomorrow at these theaters.
Guys, gotta get to Kalamazoo tonight.
Oh my God.
You know, the weirdest things happened to me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I mean, here I am stocking up for Halloween.
She says that a little bit like Chris Hansen. Like me, I'm Chris Hansen.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. Come on down and have a seat with Chris Hansen. Hansen versus Predator. Hansen stole my pizza.
Mistake. Got my ribs. Then when I asked the stock boy where the Coors Light is stacked, he points me to the Coors and Coors Light Halloween display, and I'm on it. Whoa, it's like deja vu.
Like deja vu.
Whoa, it's like deja vu.
Major babe alert.
Look for it where you buy beer. I shop here because they slash prices. There goes another one. Happy Halloween, darling.
They hire nothing but stock girls named Prices. It's incredibly hard to find enough people to stock the store, let alone to keep killing them. The overhead cost is through the roof. But, we're dedicated to the joke.
Wonder where they are now.
Want to go psycho with me, Elvira? Here at the Bates Motel. Look for me wherever they sell mud.
I'm sure lots of dudes visit the Bates Motel with her in mind.
Yeah.
Guys, was that funny? Type a one in the chat if you laughed out loud at that joke.
I think between her and Morticia Adams, I think Morticia is better looking than her.
You're not a dude. 0.999. God damn it. No, because they serve different purposes. Morticia Adams is not like in any way aside from like the color of their dress, like Elvira.
No, I know. I'm just talking about like female, like
ladies
characters for Halloween, like Halloween ladies or whatever that are on TV. I don't care what they do. I'm just
let's take a minute and break this down.
Those are the only two that I know.
So there are 2 Halloween ladies.
There's more. I don't know them.
You even count.
I don't know the Munsters lady. I don't know any of those people.
But she doesn't count. You say no, not. I don't know her name.
I don't know what she looks like. I'm referring to the people.
Guess what? She looks like a fucking monster.
Okay,
right? She looks like a fucking vampire. She looks exactly like Morticia, but she has a big white stripe through her hair. Because somehow when a Frankenstein and a Dracula get together, you make a Wolf Boy and a Gary Busey.
God, oh wow, Hanson still tours. Whatever.
Of the 2 Halloween ladies.
No, whatever. I think Morticia is better looking than Elvira. Whatever. I just wanted to say that, and that's it. You don't need to yell at me about it. I'm just saying my opinion. I don't think she's incredibly attractive. I hate her hair.
From Monsters Bash at the Bates Motel. Shower in it.
Mr. Yabo's favorite Halloween lady is Gary
Halloween
Busey.
Go psycho with Elvira and win a party with mug root beer and me.
I
love my mug.
Like, this was the year that you couldn't walk through a liquor store or like a soda section in a grocery store without just being assaulted with, I was going to say Morticia Adams. Elvira's everywhere. She's selling root beer. She's selling regular beer. She had to hit the ginger beer. She could have had the trifecta that year. But probably Cheetos too. She was probably hanging out by the Pepsi section. Not for nothing, guys. Boobs sell, and if you put a black dress around the boobs and you say they're spooky, they'll still sell.
I love it.
This Halloween,
Here's for
give the
UNICEF.
safe treat
Thank you.
that helps treat the disabled.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you. Holy moly!
This is FFOP Divorce brought to you by Halloween Ladies.
The 2 Halloween ladies, by the way. The 2 Halloween ladies is Morticia Adams and Elvira. Halloween ladies.
FDO's favorite Halloween lady is his wife on October 31st.
But here's the thing. I don't know if we can open it up. This is like the 10 celebrities you would bang if they let you sort of deal. I feel like to be a Halloween lady, you have to be a pop cultural something.
Sure.
Like, maybe FDO, no disrespect to your wife. Maybe she's like the Halloween lady of your local 402 at the Elks Lodge or whatever. I'm fine with that. But if you're going to be a Halloween lady, you have to be known by my wife. So the Munsters do not get an entry. The Adams are in and Elvira was in. Others TBD. Munsters out. Munsters are out.
I'll look her up right now.
Out.
I'll look her up.
For special treats at local stores and restaurants.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you.
And give the treat that gives treatment.
Thank you.
My wife knows my wife.
Safe Halloween booklets are now available at these fine stores. Support a safe Halloween for children everywhere.
My little goblins will be out long after.
Pretty spooky. Yeah, she's like a fucking Dracula. Nope, doesn't count. Sorry, still only 2 Halloween ladies.
I'm not saying she doesn't count. I just think Morticia's prettier than her.
They're 3 different vibes. You're saying like Flo from the Progressive commercials is like on the same level as like Gwyneth Paltrow in some areas. Like one's kind of like leaning into an aesthetic for like gimmicky reasons, and the other one's trying a little too hard at something. That makes sense, Flo?
Too dark. So I depend on Duracell batteries to light their way.
Good luck.
Because Duracell...
It's already dark out. Your chances of murder have gone up 1,000%. And remember, if at all possible, get to a Chicago area pharmacy and down as many Tylenol pills as you can. Have a good night.
Lasts longer.
Tests prove after just a few hours of continuous use, regular carbon batteries wear out.
My
But you
carbon.
can get up to 5 times more use
It's
from
an animate carbon rod.
Duracell batteries.
That's why I trust my kids' safety at night to Duracell.
And not like a sitter or the neighbors or anything, really. It's a flashlight, and I feel good. Should I give him a whistle, too? No. Flashlight.
Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
Whoa, and your flashlights still work. It's been a whole 10 minutes.
You're right, we're back.
I've always felt partial to Duracell only because one of the 5 C's of Arizona is copper. So in the copper top, I just go like, yeah, Arizona pride.
Or lasts like it.
As Halloween approaches, you have to prepare yourself for what might happen. Pour out sprinkles. It's It's a special time of year, and Dunkin'
Break your tooth
Donuts
on
is
that,
dressing
kids.
up their donuts for the occasion. And here's the werewolf.
Who's he saying that to? He's like holding it to a camera that shouldn't exist, and he's like looking at the donut's side. Huh? Anyone? Is Elvira there?
So come to Dunkin' Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh, yeah, it's Halloween. And you guys couldn't wait until tomorrow?
Oh, your favorite commercial?
It's the spookiest. Like, guys, there are some things that are just like, it's like a double frosting on a cake, and the cake is also made of frosting. Whipped cream frosting.
Gross.
Oh, so good. It's just like
the worst
you feel
frosting.
Decadent. Granola dips. Spooky, right, guys? Dip, 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 dip below the end. Fuck is this a... Bleh! Crunch. Fuck you, dips. If I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back and change anything aside from this. I would call my local congressman, alerting them to this very commercial, and also write a very stern customer advocate letter to the company. And I would jump back because I got shit to do.
Granola dips.
Okay, I need to know from the chat. Do you like whipped cream icing better or buttercream?
Like whipped cream.
Or buttercream icing better on cakes? Go.
How do you eat Three Musketeers? Go.
Dipped in real milk chocolate. The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Buy one. The great thing about being a small child.
Saturday on Walt Disney's Halloween Treat.
Shit.
Whatever. I just think most people make buttercream too sweet, and I love the light and fluffiness of the whipped cream frosting. Yes, Brick, don't do this with the pickles and the whipped cream frosting, Brick. Don't. Our relationship is so strained at the moment. I'm going to hire a witch doctor to turn you into a flock of butterflies. You can't get your shit together.
Get ready for Ghouls, Ghosts, Goblins, and Disney Halloween Magic. Then on the CBS.
No, not for nothing. Also, any Disney special pre a certain, probably like the 50s, I think can like slaps because it was at the time when it was like perfect to scare children and everybody was okay with it. No one was like, oh, clutching their pearls.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that was out of nowhere.
Well, because we were talking about, like as a callback, if you will, to when I was talking about the types of specials and how I weigh them.
Oh, like an hour ago. Okay.
Yeah, and then we were continuing to watch the commercials, and there were some Disney ones, Halloween related. Mm-hmm. I go, hey, guys, speaking of that thing I was talking about earlier, in addition, and you go, huh? And then we had this conversation.
Saturday night movies.
What is this, Hell Week?
This is the Army.
The original G.I. Jane, right, guys?
In a hilarious movie, Private Benjamin. Right after Disney's Halloween Treat, Saturday.
I think you'll like this house. Isn't this supposed to be haunted? Haunted? What an absurd idea.
Please don't leave your sweaty Diet Cokes on our antique wooden banisters, please. Now, if you'll follow me.
I mean, what would a ghost
immediately.
be doing?
Whoops.
Haunted. No other soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1 calorie Diet Coke. The real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day.
She goes and bangs Liam Neeson. You guys seen High Spirits? It's a good movie. Peter O'Toole. Others? No.
Others?
Jennifer Tilly. I saw her for the first time. Fell in love with her in that movie. I said Liam Neeson, didn't I?
Yep.
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, you banged Liam Neeson?
Gutenberg.
Yes. Gutenberg.
Oh, and what's her name? She was in Splash. Daryl Hannah. She plays Madman Mardigan's wife. She gets stabbed a whole bunch. There you go. Ah, Jesus. Scary.
Still better than Oreo.
Coke. Yeah, you don't see the judges of any talent shows drinking Oreo Coke, do you?
We should have made baked salmon drink one of those.
Oreo's off to blow Dan Aykroyd. Diet Coke. Yeah, I should have inflicted that on. This is from Ryan. Poor Dan's throat.
The creeps. This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Barrel.
First creep show, great.
The most fun you'll ever have being scared.
The most scared you'll ever had having fun.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Yeah, first one is. Second one, whoa, what a steep drop off. Like, you want to talk about like TMNT 1 versus 2 drop off? That's nothing. This is taking a step off the Empire fucking State Building from 1 to 2 of the creep shows. Like, Jesus Christ.
Come talk your last cereal is coming.
I keep getting worse.
A monster for breakfast today. What? It's break dancing?
Give me a break.
I'll give you a Count Chocula cereal.
What is up with this rip? Everything looks okay. Yeah, it's just a bad rip, I think. Huh? Sorry, guys.
Of sugar marshmallows in every bowl. It's a delicious part of this nutritious breakfast.
Who wants my Frankenberry?
They went that away. How about a monster for breakfast today?
Wait, what?
All you ghouls and goblins gather round. Time for chills and thrills, so party down. No matter who like to bite, you're gonna want Coors and Coors Light tonight.
Coors Light's beautiful.
If I went to a party and all they served was Coors Light, I would be like, why did you invite me? What are we doing here?
Is on the scene.
Cause anything can happen.
On a Coors and Coors Light Halloween.
Sounds silly, starring Ronald McDonald and the Chicken McNuggets. Ronald, nice to see you in this neck of
if
the
he gets
woods.
bit by a vampire McNugget, does the McNugget DNA transfer or just the vampire parts? So would it be a regular Ronald vampire or would it be a Ronald McNugget vampire? Like instead of his red hair, he would just have like breading.
What are you making? We're stirring up secret sauces.
For dipping.
We're ready, boys.
For some reason, FDO, to address your comment about the furries, something about the 80s, it was probably earlier than that. When we started anthropomorphizing animals, it was a slippery slope. Because it was only a hop, skip, and a jump from like the first rabbit who walked like a man or coyote or bear or whatever unwritten tale that started it all. Like the second, like, you know, the Arctic fox got a first like sea cup. It was like, well, that's over for humanity. Fucking disgusting. You furries should be ashamed of yourselves. Even the ones who say it's not, they're not in it for the sex, they 100% are.
It's like, what are you there for?
I love meth, but I don't do it for the high. I like how it takes care of my teeth problem for me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bugs Bunny dressed in drag, pivotal, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least I got my hair done.
I have an idea. Whoop-de-doo, McDonald's.
How about I eat your asses?
You get them to be terrific.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
And he literally dunks their asses in sauce and eats them off, like a Chris Hansen predator. I would eat that ass, he says to all the nuggets.
It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, the Halloween Classic Friday. This is CBS.
Not
Thanks.
ABC.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh, the ball sack.
Hey, it's me, Balzac Pumpkin. Welcome to Halloween. Slap me on your forehead.
My good friend, Wiki the Witch.
Are you having a Halloween party?
Are you wigging out?
Ice cream store and ask to see us.
Ask to see the same cake mold we're both poured from. It's amazing. It's shaped like a ball sack.
800-327-GIFT and call the cake honors most major credit cards.
Jesus
Thank
Christ.
God, I love Carvel cake.
Wednesday, it's hot and cold running chills as a big witch brews trouble for America's
It's the same
favorite
cake.
rabbit
Yeah,
and Bugs
it's the same
Bunny's
cake mold. It's a
Halloween
ball sack.
special.
100%. They had like
Or a light bulb.
3 cakes. It was probably a hot air balloon of some kind.
Yeah, they have the whale one, and then they have that
3
one.
molds, and it's all the same fucking like shapes. How do you do that? And like, I mean, ethically, Tom, like, was business so bad that you were like, oh, whoa, 3 molds is where we cap it, guys? Like, sorry. The ice cream cake industry hasn't taken off like the porn industry as of yet, so we're stuck with the 3 molds. So who can turn this whale into a cardinal or whatever?
What's up, Witch?
Then Raggedy Ann and Andy get the stuffing scared out of them in The Pumpkin Who Couldn't Smile.
Boring.
2 Halloween treats.
Like, as they're known for smiling, it's like, oh, the clown who couldn't laugh or whatever. Something that does something.
Well, I mean,
not all pumpkins smile.
Every
pumpkin should smile.
Like you're talking about Halloween themed shows for all these cartoons and or sitcoms, but like once one person starts doing that, everybody needs to do it, regardless if it's scary or not.
Right. I'm not saying that like
they shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't. Like, because there's gonna be
like I feel like Friends even had Halloween ones.
There are Halloween specials that are made for kids or for people who like white bread slathered in mayonnaise, whatever. All the way on the spectrum from kid to bland adult to spicy adult. I'm just saying for yours truly, even if you don't like being scared, we should all recognize that the reason for the season is getting a little uneasy. And it whatever. It's like these pussies who roll around the world eating mild salsa and breaking into like a rolling sweat. Those people who are like, oh, I can't watch the Care Bears Saved Halloween. Too spooky. I can't help those people. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. So the people who are like gore hounds, I don't want to take their opinion on it. And I don't want to take some blue-haired old bitch who like, orange is like an orange fruit is an exotic, far away piece of produce.
Growing up, I never watched like the quote unquote scariest ones that we ever watched were like the Roseanne ones or The Simpsons, like the Treehouse of Horror. Those were the only.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what was great about The Simpsons too, is they had an not equal, obviously. I'd say it was like 70-30s, like laughs to scares. Like you were basically being entertained funny wise, but like there are still some moments in the Treehouse of Horrors episodes that like still grip my heart with panic. Like the one, it's like it's a complete throwaway joke too, but like the fog that comes in and turns you inside out, and like it seeps into the Simpsons house. This Homer's like cheap weather stripping, and they all like are in agony until they're all the way inside out and then it's fine.
Yeah.
That moment in between them pre and post Inside Out, and then when they just let Bart get eaten by the dog, I found that a little disturbing as well. This isn't about The Simpsons.
The shitting.
Hi, I'm a Boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right?
Yeah, the shitting is a great example. You are 100% right, because like it's more scary and off-putting than it is funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like probably what Cable Guy wanted to be, that classic movie with Matthew Broderick and Jim Carrey. It wanted to be a dark comedy, but it was just shitty. Like the shinning vignette, if you will, I believe hits that mark perfectly, but still a little spooky. This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help your teacher grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
One call gets you a 3
Call the Boglin hotline.
3D Boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you
You have to buy the puppets to be on the other end of that thing. Or would that be funny if they made them do it? It's like, hey, it's the Boglin hotline. And like, as you are looking at me, I'll do this hand. And they have to like talk with a puppet as... They probably just have a headset, but everybody's like, da 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 blah, 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 blah. Hilarious.
Set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
I'm part of your $2.35 2-minute call.
Mutton chops and bad haircuts.
Then call us at 1-900-909-5464. Don't get the
35
phone.
cents each additional minute, so they won't hang up on you.
No, they won't.
It's me, Boglin number 4. Is this Corey? Oh, you piece of junk.
Granules coming home. And I discovered Bisto gravy granules with real meat stock. They have much more.
What?
It's like powderized dog food.
That's like powdered gravy?
Yeah, I mean, powdered gravy isn't... I mean, if you... maybe it is to some people. Like in my family, powdered gravy wasn't an oddity. It was a disgusting, mundane reality.
Well, I'm asking that's what that is?
Yes, but
Okay.
it does look like a chipped beef dog food. She is like mixing into a weird coffee.
It looked like coffee for you. No, it's the video.
Yeah, my connection is stable.
It's every time David pauses it and makes it go again, it gets weird, and then it comes back like to normal.
This thing just had an update too, so that I forgot to restart it before then, so whoopsie daisy, right guys? But that's what the spirit of April Ghouls is. Getting
Spooky
dirty,
sounds.
Making mistakes, meeting Miss Frizzle.
So nice having people for dinner, darling.
So nice. Oh, bravo.
Bistro is a gravy powder made for people who don't know how to cook.
Oh, that's what every powdered food is for.
Yeah.
To get off the island right away.
A thrilling Halloween premiere movie.
Here's some words around Corey. Montessori.
It started to happen again. Dad! You had some scary dreams, okay? Help!
Daddy can't help you now. Freddy is back on Elm Street.
Guys, I've talked about it before, but this is definitely Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Totally a gay film, but being gay and coming out.
Rated R from New Line Cinema.
I mean, the director even came out was like, I can't believe I didn't see it in the first place.
Just when you thought it was safe to fall asleep.
On the beach.
Freddy Krueger is back in a one special Elm Street, a Halloween nightmare. We'll take you behind the scenes on the filming of A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and expose the secrets of those incredible special effects.
Get all the spooks
Join us
spoiled
right
for
here,
you.
because Halloween was never this scary until now.
Monday at 10.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Beer mask one. Don't you have a 24-pack of Coors?
Tired of wearing the same old face Halloween
What a
after Halloween?
loser.
Why not try a Fright Night nose mask from Bud and Bud Light?
Well?
There's Bat Face, Scary Witch, Mr. Pumpkin, and
And
Big
Sexy Witch. That'd be funny if the two of them were witches, one was sexy and one was ugly. And which one will you choose?
Black Cat. Best of all, these amazing masks
Bat
are available
Face.
where Bud and Bud Light are sold. So, next time...
All the remakes or the reboots or the legacy, the soft reboots or whatever you want to call it, like the Friday the 13th one, the Nightmare on Elm Street, like they tried to make them something they're not. Like the whole reason for the season behind Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and all and sundry is like the low budget schlocky hackiness of it all. So to have like a big budget behind a Jason or a Freddy, you go, ugh, unless it's going to be like them kicking each other's asses for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I'd say we got 30% of. It needs to be corny. That's the thing. Horror movies are cheap to make and they bring in a shit ton of cash. So if you try to blow out the asshole of some franchise with money, there's a little bit of anal leakage. It's just not good. It has to be like, it has to be something that you look at and you go, like, anyone could do this. Like Camp Crystal Lake, anyone can run into a forest and be like, oh, it's spooky and someone's chasing us.
Yeah.
Like it happens a million times a day, practically.
Someone call this number and see if it's a sex
You're
line.
invited to my special get-together. Beware.
Yeah, Fred is a palindrome for dick.
Never leave. Dial this number now. I've got some grisly details for you. And if you're...
Which is also a little funny because Robert Englund, like, I want to say he maybe wrote it, but he also probably produced it. Like 976 Evil. It was about a hotline to hell during this whole like 900 number craze. So
Is that who played Freddy?
Yeah, Robert
Okay.
Englund. Because I think in like 976 Hell or whatever it is, he calls it. It's like you're talking to the devil or whatever. But like when 900, like we've seen them for the Boglins, for the fucking Garbage Pail Kids, for like Easter jokes and Santa stories or whatever. 900 numbers were everywhere because like the internet didn't exist to give this sort of stuff out for free, like the dad joke hotline.
Yeah.
976 dad, But like it's so funny that it was like such a major like pop cultural phenomena that Robert Englund's like, let's do a killer sex line movie. Fucking great.
Did he play all the Freddys? Robert Englund?
Yeah.
Because I know like with Jason, like it's not the same actor.
So he was like 4 or 5 dudes.
Right. Kurt Hodder was probably,
wasn't
or
it,
Kane
like
Hodder.
the third or the fourth one.
Yeah. But he played all
always
of them.
did play except for the reboot, which was Jackie Earle Haley. But like, yeah, you couldn't replace Robert Englund.
Mm-hmm.
Like Michael Myers and whatever. Who cares? It's just a guy in a suit. But Freddy was built on Robert Englund's character.
Yeah.
No, it sounds broken. You broke it. There we go.
Call this number now if you dare. Talk to me live. Freddy Krueger.
Not dead. Hey, Freddy, you alive? Yes.
Yes.
Thanks. Click.
Just for you.
No, to the first minute, 35 cents each edition.
Summit Media Company.
Thank you for watching Public Access. Is that it? Pretty hilarious. Oh, we still got all kinds of minutes. What is this? Shoo! Shut down my copyright.
Which is which?
A 19. What's that? 64? 54? Jesus.
What if we were to get this whole movie at the end?
My mountains are especially beautiful this time of year when Mother Nature paints the leaves purple and red and gold. And being as this is
Turn into a firewalk thing.
It's the actual movie. That's how they got away with not getting shut down, because they put the movie at the end of their video.
But even then, someone should have caught that. 1984. It looked like a 5 to me, FDO. It looked like a 5 to me. Well, it does say throwback 80s and 90s. So, yeah, why would something from the 50s be on there? It's not a party training video from Encyclopedia Britannica. Maybe we'll save that. Let's save this for the next April Ghouls. We'll watch whatever this terrible Rusty Dusty and the Pumpkin Crew that couldn't smile or whatever the fuck it was.
Which is which?
Which is which? Mine was better title-wise, but whatever. I guess we'll go with what Krista says. That's all we got for you tonight, guys. Thank you for showing up and feeling spooky with us. Ryan Maxwell, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it now more than ever. What else? Earth Day is coming up next week as of, if you're watching this live. If you're in the future, price of participation may vary. But yeah, we've got more Halloween stuff coming up. We've got a few more things in the cooker. But yeah, like I said, next week, get ready. Ryan Maxwell, special guest for our Earth Day episode. He promises it to be a little bit like, or maybe not a little bit, but a lot like perhaps cartoon all-stars to the rescue. Something along those lines where they all, like a Captain Planet of the Minds. I have no idea what you're in
Captain
for.
Planet.
Yeah, apparently. I have no idea. That's the thing. Earth Day was not even on my radar. Like Groundhog's Day. Like top
Also
tier
not.
compared to Earth Day. I mean, not really, obviously. But like on that bell curve, like Groundhog's Day would get a full-blown
minute.
My attention, at least. Earth Day, I was like, what? Well, it was coming around at school, and they go, hey, it's Earth Day.
Yeah.
Plant a tree. I go, well, where am I going to get a tree at this late of the day? You know what I mean? I'm in school.
Yeah.
And I'm 7. Where am I going to get the money for that? What kind of tree? A ficus? A lemon? Those are popular. I would like a fruit tree. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But they can be messy. You know what I mean? These are the things you have to think about when you're an adult. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up to this. Like I said, I appreciate you. We'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah. What?
Oops. I changed the... I don't know where that one is. Is this one?
Rachel, call.
I thought that was funny.
This is a nightmare.
No, you have the one. It's like a Chris Hansen one that he says, "Be a man."
Shut the fuck up. Be a man.
Yeah, that one.
Well, I also have... So here's the thing. I have a laundry list and a huge catalog of sound drops. And I was confusing that one with... I think it's a Godfather quote. It says, you can act like a man. I have go get your fucking shine box on here.
Oh, yeah.
I can only keep 9 at a time. There's many banks, but I'm not going to be like, oh, wait, hold on. I got a great... Hold on.
You don't have Riz.
Does that still work? Fuck. Got so many pages. I used to have a person who was dedicated to sounds, but that doesn't happen anymore. Anyway, guys, that's it. I will smell you on the next episode of FFOP Radio. Thank you for your attention, your time, and anything else you happen to give me. Ryan, you specifically. Adios.
Bye.
This is a nightmare.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.